Code was get them before they get you.
Man, listen, living by that code might have finally caught up with Big U. He's now facing a murder charge and still catching heat from the streets over Nipsey's death. After that clip surfaced, people are saying he basically told on himself. The feds claim they've got receipts, but is Big U really admitting to what they say he is?
This is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna turn myself in.
Yeah, he turned himself in, but don't be misled. It's a lot more beneath the surface. Break it down. The alleged murders and legal storm surrounding Big U. The most serious accusation he's facing is the 2021 murder of Rayshawn Williams, a 21-year-old aspiring rapper allegedly signed to Big Youth label UE Music. Court docs claim Williams was shot in the head and left in a ditch off 1-2-15 in North Vegas. The rumored motive, a diss track aimed at Big U that supposedly sparked fatal consequences. Federal authorities say they've got heavy evidence tying him to the crime cell phone data, placing him near the scene, deleted surveillance footage, and claims he told witnesses to stay quiet when questioned. This case forms the core of the RICO charges filed against him in March 2025. Another major allegation making waves online links Big U to the 2019 murder of Nipsey Hussle. Though Eric Holder was convicted, rumors persist. Rapper SKG has been vocal, alleging in a No Jumper interview that Big U was behind it, claiming business beef as the motive. She isn't backing down, and people are paying attention. Bottom line, Big U is facing serious accusations. And if even part of it sticks, it could change how the industry views one of its most controversial figures.
He absolutely was involved in this situation. And people, they don't want to say it. They're scared to say it. That's fine. I'll say it for you. He was involved with the Nipsey situation.
She took it even further, claiming Big U was definitely involved in Nipsey Hussle's murder. She cited past tension, including an incident where he allegedly put hands on her while she was pregnant with Nip. In her words, Big U acted untouchable, applying pressure across the entire Crenshaw set. SKG broke down her full theory during that same No Jumper interview.
And I want to let the detectives, because they're supposed to reopen Nipsey's case, that's what I was told.
Oh, wow.
I want to let them do their work. And I just feel like if they do their due diligence, they will find out exactly what they're looking for.
The allegations tying Big U to Nipsey Hussle's death remain largely speculative, with no formal charges or concrete evidence to back them. Big U has consistently denied any involvement, most notably in a 2019 VLAD TV interview and again during a 2021 appearance on Drink Champs. While there have been unconfirmed reports suggesting the DA might revisit Nipsey's case to explore possible connections, nothing official has been filed as of May 2025. In the Drink Champs interview, Big U firmly denied having any issues with Nipsey prior to his death.
I never had a problem up until that. He came to get me. And I asked him, I said, man, listen, no, we're going to do, man. I don't want to be back in no more bullshit. He said, nigga, you going to be you, huh? You going to do what you going to do. We're going to go take over.
Big U kept it 100, stressing that he and Nipsey were solid all the way through, locked in until the very end.
In his video, what is it, I ain't no rap. The first song off the Victory Lap. I am in promote Victory Lap on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All these weirdos who told me who became Nipsey famous, they weren't promoting it.
As for the Ron Williams murder case, Big U has maintained his innocence on all charges, even before surrendering on the RICO indictment. He released videos denying the allegations, claiming the authorities were targeting him because of his community involvement, not any real evidence. Asterisk.
This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community. You do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like it and they go to the internet and want to. Y'all gonna promote it.
Despite his denials, Big U's legal situation is still unfolding as of May 2025. He remains behind bars with his case still in the pretrial phase. The 43-count indictment against him includes charges like racketeering, fraud, extortion, and murder. If convicted, he could be facing life in prison. The timeline of Big U's legal troubles traces back to around 2020, when the FBI began investigating the Rollins 60s neighborhood Crips. By March 19, 2025, federal authorities announced charges against Big U and 18 others, accusing him of running a mafia-style criminal enterprise. The very next day, Big U turned himself in and made his initial court appearance. where he pleaded not guilty and was ordered to remain in custody. In a video addressing the charges before surrendering, BigU continued to assert his innocence and question the legitimacy of the case, framing it as an attempt to undermine his work in the community.
I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. Then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case?
By March 27, 2025, a 43-count federal indictment was unsealed, broadening the charges against BigU. The expanded list included racketeering, fraud, robbery, extortion, tax evasion, and embezzlement. Prosecutors allege that BigU's organization BigU Enterprise functioned as a criminal operation, leveraging his reputation and gang affiliations to intimidate businesses and individuals. The indictment also claims he manipulated LA's gang reduction and youth development grid program, allegedly funneling $2.35 million through his nonprofit Developing Options. BigU, however, has been vocal about feeling unfairly targeted. In his video prior to surrendering, insisted that his legal issues stem not from criminal behavior but from his efforts to uplift the community.
Now you raiding my house, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with Developing Options. What crimes am I committing to cover up with Developing Options?
On April 8, 2025, BigU pleaded not guilty to all charges in the 43-count federal indictment. As of May 6, 2025, no new public updates have emerged, indicating the case remains in the pre-trial phase with BigU still in custody. This case involves not only BigU, but 18 other defendants allegedly linked to his criminal network. Charges range from drug trafficking to murder, depicting a complex operation hiding behind legitimate businesses and community groups. The legal system will ultimately decide BigU's fate, but opinions on the streets are split. Some view him as a victim of a system that often targets successful Black men trying to uplift their communities, while others see the charges as proof of long-held suspicions about the darker side of his rise. From the streets to the boardroom, Eugene BigU Henley Jr. built a reputation that spanned from South Central's blocks to the corporate world. His early years were deeply tied to the rolling 60s neighborhood Crips set he wasn't just part of, but a respected OG and shot caller with influence far beyond his territory. In his own words, featured in *BigU, The Real DeBorling, 60s Documentary Part 1, he reflects on the environment that shaped him.
So many ways to die in LA when this cocaine hit. It was treacherous. You had to watch out for your team, other team, the robbers, the police. I was living by, a code. That code was, get them before they get you.
In his youth, BigU wasn't just involved in the gang lifestyle. He was also known for throwing hands. As he recalls in the same documentary,
I don't have a reputation for fighting with everything back then. That was before guns. That was before guns came into play. You was pretty much known for your reputation.
This physical presence, combined with his street smarts, helped solidify his place in the gang hierarchy. One of his day ones even recalls.
Back in the day, BigU was kicking his ass. He had a reputation back then. He was probably like 17.
However, this street life eventually caught up with BigU in the early 1990s. He served a 13-year prison sentence for gang-related charges. This period marked a turning point in his life. While incarcerated, BigU showed leadership skills that later fueled his business ventures. Those who knew him inside recall how he unified the yard, organizing events like a Juneteenth celebration that brought together Black inmates from various sets. After his release around 2004, BigU began shifting into the music industry. This wasn't a casual change, which is a strategic move, using his street reputation to manage artists and build networks. He managed artists like Kurupt and, most notably, Nipsey Hussle, helping launch their careers. In the documentary, BigU reflects on his relationship with Kurupt and how he worked to keep him off the streets.
One time I was going to ride with the homies.
Some of the homies was asking me for some tools, and when they pull up on me, Kurupt was in the car with him. I'm like, man, get out the car, man. What you doing?
He grabbed the nigga by the collar and get your ass out of his car.
This ain't your review. You gonna do the rap game, go do the rapping.
Beyond music management, Big U broadened his portfolio to film production. He wrote and produced movies like Force of Execution and contributed to documentaries, including 2 turntables and a microphone about James J. Most notably, he served as an executive producer for the FX documentary series Hip Hop Uncovered, where he shared his personal journey and impact on hip hop discussed further during his Drink Champs appearance. Big U explains how Hip Hop Uncovered came together and his vision for the project.